What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got some major stuff here going on here in our country right now as we're still waiting here on the election results. I'll go over what is the current stuff here right now and what we know here so far. Also, in the last video, I went over here how we are giving away free turkey and free turkey dinners here to viewers here of our channel, to community members here of our channel, and how you could win those directly from me and our family here. So I'll link you to that video here at the end of this video here, and we're going to be giving those away all the way up until Thanksgiving. And all you got to do is really answer some trivia questions, and you could win money basically to pay for your Thanksgiving. Yeah, so really cool. We've had a really great response already from that here. That's in the previous video here, and I'll link you to that video here at the end of this video so you can watch that and see how to do that. It's really awesome. Remember, we gave away $1,000 here for Halloween. We're going to be doing this here for Thanksgiving. We're also going to be giving away money for Christmas holidays coming up here. Just kind of our way of kind of giving back to you guys, our extended family here on YouTube. So you don't miss out on new videos, make sure to click the subscribe button down below and the bell icon that appears after you subscribe. It's completely free to do so. And this way you won't miss out on new videos. And thank you so much for liking and sharing these videos with your friends and family. And remember, new videos come out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. And remember, times are a little bit different now because of the time change. Yeah, because of the time change. And there's a few places in the U.S. that don't even play by daylight savings time, so yeah, keep that in mind. But that's why if you have notifications turned on with the bell icon, you just get the notifications as soon as they go live. You have to have notifications enabled on your device. So here we go. Let's jump right in. Yeah, live updates. Midterm elections still too close to call. Several key races are still too close to call, leaving control of the U.S. Senate and the House up in the air. Yeah, so we still do not know the results of the overall House and Senate. We do know a lot of results so far. Here's what we know right now. So let me see if I'll zoom this in here as much as I can. So we'll start with this right now. So right now, the Senate is currently looking like it's 48 to 48. And again, some of these results are still being tallied. Some of these results could change a little bit. But right now it's looking like 48 to 48 in the Senate. Some are obviously still not decided. The Democrats gained 1 seat and the Republicans lost 1 seat. Okay. Some results may vary based on which news source you're looking at. This is Yahoo, which is pretty much, middle of the road. We'll know full results once these are official. These are kind of like still being tallied. Okay. For the House of Representatives, the Republicans are winning here. They have 203 seats right now. They flipped 11 seats, which means they took 11 seats from the Democrats. The Democrats have 187 seats. They flipped 4 seats from Republicans. You need 218 seats for the majority. So the Republicans are getting close to winning the majority, but as of right now, neither party has won the majority. Okay. Also, for the Senate, the Democrats would need to win 50 seats for the majority. The Republicans would need to win 51 seats for the majority because in a 50-50 tie, the Democrats get the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker goes, the vice president of the United States gets to vote in the tiebreaker case. And that means that the tiebreaker is the vice president of the United States, who's currently a Democrat. So for the Republicans to win the Senate, they have to have 51 seats. So if this currently stands, based on some other, I had another one here. Yeah, so like if we go to this results here in Google, this results here is showing 47 seats for the Republicans, 46 seats for the Democrats. So they're showing some that are like less not called, so they're saying that some seats are not fully called yet. Okay, where some other news sources are saying, yeah, there's enough results in for us to say that we've determined a winner. Okay, but if we go with this result here, 48 to 48, I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it shapes out. But like I said, different results are slightly different, slightly different. Just to kind of give you guys, I don't want to get too ahead of myself here because again, I'm just kind of showing you guys the results here. Okay, yeah, the Democrats are behind by a That's a pretty good amount in the House. I don't know if they can come back and win this. They're behind by what is that? 16 seats there. So they'd have to win 16 seats and then win 18 more for the majority. And I don't know if they could do that. I think that's a big hurdle to overcome at this point. I mean, anything's possible, but you could see here for governors, 22 Democratic governors so far and 24 Republican governors. 2 Democratic governors were gained and 2 Republican governors were lost. 6 not up for re-election on the Democratic side, 8 not up for re-election on the Republican side. So it's been pretty down the road on the Senate and the governor side, but the Republicans won the most in the House. They flipped 11 seats. Flipped 11 seats. So, yeah. So, here's the kind of roadmap here on the states, on who's red, who's blue. The one big determination here is Georgia, which is what we had last election as well. We may have another runoff again. Yeah, this could happen here yet again. The Georgia runoff races, which happen when the races are too close within a certain amount of a percentage, this may happen here yet again. So Georgia runoff may be this, and they may decide the fate of the Senate here yet again. You could see here live coverage. Georgia officials says it's safe to say there will be a Senate runoff race, which is basically a revote where they kind of go into extra innings and do another vote off, which is what they did last time as well. Yeah, control of the U.S. Senate may once again be decided in Georgia, and this would happen weeks after Election Day, as a tight race between Democratic incumbent Pastor Raphael Warnock and Republican challenger Herschel Walker was headed to a December 6th runoff. With more than 99% of the vote counted, Warnock is narrowly leading against Walker, a former football star endorsed by former President Donald Trump. But Warnock has not yet reached the 50% threshold needed to avoid a runoff, which is basically a new vote, according to Edison Research. While county officials are still doing the detailed work on counting the votes, we feel it is safe to say there will be a runoff for the U.S. Senate here in Georgia, slated for December 6th. A third candidate, Libertarian Chase Oliver, siphoned off 2% of the vote. That may have been enough to steal enough to been the deciding factor here. If we see here, yeah, Raphael Warnock had 49.2% of the vote, and Herschel Walker had 48.7. The difference there is only about 15,000 votes or so. 1.944 million votes for the Democrat Raphael Warnock, and 1.927 million votes for Herschel Walker, the Republican. Yeah, so you guys can let me know your thoughts on that. But if neither of them reaches 50%, they're going to have a revote there. Also, some other close races. John Fetterman flipped the Pennsylvania seat over Dr. Oz by a decent amount, about 2.5%, 2.61 million votes versus 2.44 million votes. That is looking like a good amount to call a winner. Or officially 94% of the votes counted here. So that looks like it is going to be a flip here with Democrat Fetterman winning in Pennsylvania. In North Carolina, Republican Ted Budd versus Beasley, the Democrat. Republican looks like they're going to win 1.89 versus 1.75 million votes, 50 to 47%. And Wisconsin, Ron Johnson, the guy who blocked stimulus checks twice and wants to put Social Security up for potentially being voted out on a yearly basis or having Congress have to approve it, looks like he's going to win. Believe it or not, I'm just as shocked about this as a lot of people. He's ahead by 32,000 votes, 50.5% to 49.3%. Yeah, so he's 94% of the votes in. Ron Johnson currently in the lead. So yeah, there's that. Also an interesting one here, Alaska, which has two Republican candidates, which is an interesting one, and a Democratic candidate as well. The incumbent Lisa Murkowski currently losing to another Republican candidate, Kelly Tibishka, to Tishiba Babaka. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. 42.7% to 44%. So interesting race there. Two Republicans versus a Democrat. Interesting race there. In Arizona, a typically Republican state, has a Democrat winning, the incumbent actually, Mark Kelly, winning 51% to 46%. In Nevada, another close race here, Adam Laxalt has about 50% of the vote, and Catherine Cortez Masto, who's the incumbent, who's a Democrat, currently losing. Adam Laxalt has about 50% of the vote. Masto is 47.2%. Only about 80% of the vote counted at this point, but the incumbent losing there. And those are most of the competitive races here going on in the Senate. So most of the other ones are not really competitive and are pretty much decided at this point. Also, our thoughts and prayers go out to Florida here yet again. Tropical storm Nicole takes aims at Florida's Atlantic coast. Pretty much almost the whole coast of Florida going to get hit again with a tropical storm that could turn into a hurricane here this week here within the next few days here. Going to get slammed yet again. Yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to Florida, who has just been absolutely just not been having a good last few weeks. The storm, with packing winds of 70 miles per hour, was about 60 miles off the coast right now. and 240 miles from west of Palm Beach. And the National Hurricane Center said in early morning, says, quote, Governor Ron DeSantis, who did win his reelection campaign, said, please make a plan. This is likely to be a storm making landfall and will affect huge parts of Florida tomorrow. In the Bahamas, some residents have already been evacuated as homes and winds and flooding affected areas in the island of Abaco. So, yeah, it's just one thing after another. So yeah, what are your thoughts of the election so far? I'll keep you up to date here on this. Honestly, it might be some time. Might be some time until we learn all this stuff. And if Georgia does go to a runoff race, then it will definitely be some time here. So I'll keep you up to date here with everything, and I'll link you to that video here next. We're going to be doing pretty much daily giveaways here of well, basically kind of turkeys, but it was really going to be money here that you could use for turkeys and stuff like that. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Make sure you watch our videos here. Remember that new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click the bell icon after you subscribe down below. It's completely free to do so. And I'll keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. You can click here to watch my newest video next, and you can click here to see the video of our first video with the first trivia question and how the giveaway and contest is going to work. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.